Hey guys, ChromeFX Films here, and I'm going to be talking about materials today and how to use them. First of all, I'm going to add a sphere into my scene, like this, and as you can see, it's white. Now, it has no texture on it, but I have a couple of terrain textures. Alright, I'll just add this grassy rock. Alright, now, the way to add textures onto objects, all you have to do is click and drag, like I just did. Now, the materials are what support like bump textures or normal map to make your images just have different styles, like to make it transparent or make it shiny, like specular, and make it be affected by light. But right now, this is, if you look over here on the right, it says diffuse. Now, when you open up this list, you get a lot of different options. Now, specular is what you would use to make it shiny. So as you can see a little sun reflection. So if I add a light, a point light, looks pretty shiny. Looks like metal, but it's grass. It's weird. Over here, the basic ones that you would use, mostly for particles, there's Additive, and this makes it transparent. Now, it works well with transparent textures. This one is not transparent, so it does not work very well. But for this, you would use diffuse. To make a texture have a bump map, or what I do is normal map, you would click the texture you want, click Control D to duplicate it, rename it if you want. Over here, go to texture type, and click normal map. Over here on bumpiness, it's already at a good amount. 0.25 is a good amount. Filtering, you can have sharp or smooth. In some cases you would be using smooth. I like using sharp because it does give a sharper look, but in this case I'll just use smooth. And click apply right here. Over here on the grass texture, as you can see, we have only one texture. Now where do I add the second texture? Alright, well, this is diffused. Bumped diffused is what you use. Now, I don't want to mess up the grass material that came with the terrain assets pack, so I'm going to create a new material. I'm going to right click in there, click create material. Now I'm going to name this grass bumped. Now over here I'm going to select bump diffuse, drag grass hill in the first slot, and then drag grass hill bump on the second slot. Now if I drag the whole material onto the object and I don't render the lighting, as you can see, it looks very weird. Now, how do you test it? Well, here you go. Turn on the lighting, add a point light in your scene, and then start dragging it around. Now, as you can see, that looks 3D. So, whenever you move the light around the object, it creates a very good 3D effect. And if I change the original grass material, it would change every texture in the game that I added this material onto, which that would not be very good because the grass would be looking like metal or wood, and it doesn't look very nice. Always create materials for your textures that you bring in. Never modify the same one for a bunch of different scenes. Right? That's the basics for materials. Hope this helped, and I'll see you guys next time.